Welcome back to the original box set Shadowrun podcast. Gears has succeeded in discovering the origins of his new car and how to communicate with its onboard artificial intelligence. He's enjoying his free time, experimenting with drugs, and spending some quality time with his roommate. Gears wants to expand his drone collection, and to do so, he'll need to make some friends and line some pockets with Nuyen. Our GM is Max, and Gears is played by Jay. We hope you enjoy listening.
So it's a rainstorm when you arrive at Yan Yan's and get in to see Ivana. She comes back out with a small little foil packages. You press the pills through, hands you two of them. She will say, we take most forms of health insurance care. So do you have your group card with you?
Yeah.
And she smiles. Softly hands you the 2 pills.
Sure. I'll pay her.
Okay.
And I'll thank her. And head out.
All right. Where are we going? What are we doing?
Going home.
Uh-huh.
And we didn't talk about what time it was, so I wanted to do this kind of just before noon or so.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to head home and find Trixie.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe wake her up.
Should be noon.
You think she'd be up?
Yeah, she should be up by now.
Okay. And I'm going to try to convince her to stay home tonight.
Well, play it, don't say it.
Yeah, that's alright.
Hey, baby. Why don't you stay home tonight? I got some plans for you and me.
She raises an eyebrow and looks over. Oh, really?
Yeah. It's a surprise.
And she'll think about it for a minute. Okay. Let me make a phone call and make sure that that's going to be okay.
Okay.
Because I got friends I was going to meet tonight. I have friends I meet every night.
Yeah.
So I'll contact I'll cancel my appointments. And she smiles.
Okay.
I don't mind spending a day off.
Yeah. We can afford it.
She nods. Yes. Street's got a lot more quiet since you moved in. You know that fat balding guy across the street? The one who constantly proselytizing?
Mm-hmm.
He's saying you're godsend.
What's that?
He's saying you're godsend. He was telling everybody that angels sent you to the Barrens.
That's good.
I heard he woke me up about an hour ago.
Yeah. So I'm a prophet now.
She shrugs. Whatever, it makes people happy.
Yeah. I'm okay with it.
So she will lean in and
I should fuck with them and like go out there in a robe or something. Like a white robe.
She'll laugh at that one. She'll be like, some of those are good people.
Oh yeah.
He's just an idiot. So let's try to fuck only with him.
I'm not really going to do that.
Oh, she's a darn.
No, I'm an elf, not a troll.
She goes, what is that supposed to mean?
Never mind.
She kind of looks at you. No, I mean, what does a troll have to do with it? Being... Trolls aren't all
I
weird.
read a lot of books from the old days. Never mind. It's an old reference.
She goes, oh, I don't get it. That's fine.
That's
I get
okay.
I get that I don't get it.
It's okay. You don't have to get it.
What is this surprise? What are we doing?
It's a surprise.
Well, give me a clue.
We're going to drive out to the... so I'm going to say... We're going to head out to the beaches, and then I got a little surprise out there for you.
And she smiles. That sounds like fun. I'll get my shopping done early, so I'm going to go get a shower, and I'll be back by about 4 o'clock. Is that okay?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. She'll smile. And get up and wander off. All right. Do you have anything else you particularly want to do? Any preparations for your whatever it is?
I want to grab some blankets, some wine. Would mixing wine and tempo do anything? Probably not, I don't think.
Yes, actually, it does do something. Mixing drugs, you increase the threshold, I do believe it is, for the drug.
I don't want to do that then.
Yeah.
Okay, no wine.
Yeah. Because in the video about addiction that Bobby has up, if you mix drugs... No, that's about synthetic drugs, making your own drugs. No, yeah, wine and tempo aren't going to do anything. They're not strong enough, in my opinion, to have.
I would think they're two totally different things
Yeah.
that affect totally different parts.
Yeah.
So.
One's going to be easily cycled out through your liver.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, bottle of wine, blankets.
Okay.
Wait for her to get ready.
All right. So she goes out. She does her shopping. She gets the things she wants to bring back to the house. One of which is some sort of semi-collapsible shower rod thing that puts shelves into the bathrooms. So there's just the standing tower of shelves. And she wants you to put it together.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So after she gets back and you get finished with that, it's probably around 5 o'clock.
Yeah, we're going to wait till later.
Okay.
We're going to wait till the sun goes down. Or starts to go down. I'm going to time it so that by the time we get to the beach, the sun will be setting.
Okay.
Oh, how romantic.
So y'all sit and catch up on some of the your episodes of TV shows.
Yeah.
Just sitting on the couch watching. Every once in a while hearing the rat-tat-tat-tat-tat of the gun on the top of the building going off.
Yeah. Aren't the sounds at night here so beautiful?
She'll giggle at that. She's like, it's better than the running and the screaming that used to be around here. So, yep, you time it. How are you getting out to the beach?
Debating this. I guess we're going to take Trixie.
Okay. She is excited about riding in your blue car finally.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll get in. I want to, in order to see the threat ratings, I have to be hot simmed?
No, just cold simmed.
Cold simmed?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to...
No, now that you know about them, you can see it in AR.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to check to see if... I want to monitor the threats. If Tracy lets me, I want to monitor the threat rating on Trixie.
What did I say? It was about
10.
10? Yeah,
Yeah.
9 or 10. No, it doesn't change.
Okay.
When you plot in the directions of where you're going and where you've been and stuff like that, nothing has really changed about that calculations as far as the threat goes.
Okay.
You head out to the beach. Doesn't change. So you got some snacks and some wine. You're going to watch the sun go down.
Yeah.
Tell us what's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll get there. The sun's going down. I'll lay the blankets out. We'll sit there, chit-chat a little bit. She may bug me a few times about what the surprise is. You're just going to have to wait. Just going to have to wait. Once the sun goes down, I'm going to pull out the tempo and give one to her.
Uh-huh.
And say, here you go. We're gonna play around with this stuff tonight. I had a good time on it once. I think we'll have a good time together.
Okay. She's kind of eager to see what this does. She likes to experiment, so she'll pull the pill out of its little silver wrapping.
All right. We'll pop them together.
All right. You slide into the astral. Whatchamadoodle crap. Easier this time than last time.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see all those funky, weird, brilliant colors aren't as funky and weird and brilliant and shiny like they were last time. They're not subdued either. Everything has a huge level of clarity. Like everything doesn't feel surreal, but just hyper-real.
Okay.
And you can see Trixie's reaction is maybe reflective of yours as she's looking around going, what's going on? What's happening?
Am I floating?
Yeah, just right above your body. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm going to reach out and grab her hand.
Uh-huh.
Say, just relax for a few minutes. You'll get used to this. And kind of talk her through it.
Okay. Yeah. So it shouldn't take too long to kind of calm her down. She's looking down at the beach and the body and all the vibrant colors of the water coming in and out, and then the different strains of color that it makes. The water looks almost psychedelic, and how the air is mixing, and like a group of birds flying over are vibrant and brilliant in the air because they're alive. She is in awe. I mean, just like you were as everything was happening. Even the rocks in the ground seem to have almost a heartbeat to them.
Isn't it beautiful?
She will say, I don't know what I'm looking at. What is this? This is the most amazing trip I've ever been on.
I don't know too much about it. It's maybe the real world as we don't see it.
She looks at you and says, "You're incredibly beautiful."
Oh.
You know, because you're looking at her and you can see that she has, you can see different tones and colors and textures to her, her essence basically. So you're seeing her essence, and you can see she has a data jack, and so you can like see the data jack on the side of her head. You know that when she looks at you, she can see all the spots where you have cyberware as well. But there's definitely I wouldn't say Trixie is a plain-looking woman. She's exceptional. Not like gorgeous supermodel all the time, but when she puts her makeup on and she gets dressed up nicely, she's very attractive. Here, there's a level of beauty that seems to be a lot different. You know.
Like better, though, right?
Yeah. Like a beauty that just seems unearthly.
Okay. I'm going to say, no, you're beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'll, caress her face.
Mm-hmm. You could, just like when you were here with Ivana, the touches are intensified. All physical contact creates a sensation of emotion, warmth, and heat that is just compounding. She'll reciprocate that affection by leaning towards you, eyes closed.
We'll kiss.
All right.
And then we'll smush.
And you smush.
Favorite.
They're on the beach.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. No, I want to pull her up into the sky first.
Oh, wow.
And we're going to smush up there.
Then some large astral beast swoops by and snatches her up, biting her in two pieces and flies away from you. She's
Damn you, Max.
Instantly dead. No. Tracy comes off, runs over the beach, runs her over a couple of times.
Yeah.
No, nothing bad happens. Nothing bad happens. You two smush over the bay, and the sun's in the setting. It's pretty fucking awesome. That's awesome, dude. I like that. I'll give you a karma for it.
Okay, thank you.
That shows great role playing. I'm gonna get everything. I got enough karma to buy cyberware.
As soon as we're finished, I'm gonna be like, we need to hurry back to our bodies. We don't want to get stuck out here.
The fear of that becomes pretty fucking surreal. So she will. How do we? As you realize, as you say that, and she panics, her colors will change.
Don't panic. We're fine. It only takes a second to get back down there.
Okay. You guys remerge with your body and spend the next half hour disorientated like beforehand. You recoup faster than she does. You're beyond the first dose kind of like transition. And so for a while she's just like, did we actually just do that? I mean, were we actually doing it?
I don't know if we were actually doing it or if we just dreamt it together. I don't know.
I dreamed that we were flying and making love.
We shared the same experience, yes.
She goes, that stuff is amazing. Why aren't more people doing this? This would free so many people from their horrible lives.
It's the same thing I say in real life about marijuana.
Okay, cool. I like that role-playing session. That was good.
Thank you.
All right, did you have anything else you wanted to accomplish with your
character?
character?
Oh, I need to get a jammer.
All right. Did you write down the codes on it? No.
Mm-hmm. No. We didn't. It was late.
It was late. Jammers come in ratings of 1 to 6. The availability rating is 3 times the rating you want.
I want 6 if it's possible.
That's an 18.
6 is the highest, right?
Yep, that means that the availability rating is an 18. Someone has to have a negotiations and charisma enough to make 18 successes. That's a military style jammer. That's a high-tech jammer. So you need somebody who has a charisma and a negotiations and will most likely have to get the 12 extra dice from bumping the price up. Now,
how much is it before bumping the price up?
1,200. If you roll that up 4 times, 400%, that's 4,800. That's really not that big of a price.
No, it's not.
But you have to find somebody who has a shit ton of dice to work with.
The best person I got is Abdul, probably. I mean, I could try to call Trollface, but he hasn't been answering right. So.
That's correct, and neither is Sunny.
Right.
Abdul does not have enough dice, even if he gets 12. Last time you were trying to get an 8, and that was all the chemicals, and it was a hard thing
But we
for
can
him.
pay, right? I can pay more with him.
You can pay more, but that doesn't mean he's going to get it. He got 8 successes last time of all of his rolls, and that was it. So his connectivity was a what?
4.
Okay. And his charisma and his negotiations is a 9. So he would have 21 dice. His social limit is 6. He would have a social limit of 10. He could try, but there's no guarantee he's going to get the 18 successes on 21 dice. He doesn't have the social.
He only gets one roll.
He only gets one shot. He
Yeah.
he can try multiple
It's not
times.
an extended-
It's not an extended test. You need somebody with like military contacts. Now, what does that mean? He can get a 10. He could get a jammer rating 3. That's like the highest end he could get. You want somebody who can get higher, you're going to need somebody like Trollface. Trollface's social limit, 10. What's his connectivity to you, Trollface?
2.
That's 12. Plus his contacts give him another 4. He could get a 16. So he could get a 5 if Trollface was back around for a jammer. But it's going to be a bitch of a roll for him as well. You need a military contact who deals specifically in electronic warfare.
The city wouldn't own anything like that. This would be like federal military.
Fort Lewis is right down around the corner.
I can't. I don't have the... I don't think I'm prepared to break into a fort. Not yet.
You need a jammer rating 6 to get into a fort just to steal a jammer rating 6.
Yeah. I'll try to give Trollface a call.
Nope.
No answer.
Do you want her to read off her little neck card?
No. That was good, though. I did enjoy that.
She made that up. I love her. I saw it written down. I knew exactly what it was for, and I let her just... This is awesome. Because she's awesome.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, man.
Well, I just tell you when I'm right.
I guess I'll call up a duel, and I'll try to get whatever the best thing he can get is.
All right. So we know that his social limits give him a 9. That's a rating 3. He has 10 dice. He doesn't have the social appearances to go very far. So he has to bump the
He
price
doesn't
up.
have charisma?
No. He doesn't have like fine suits, fancy cars, big expensive houses. Like Trollface gets 4 to his social limit, as well as an extra 10 dice to do shit because he wears nice suits, he has a nice car, he shows flashy rings. The reason he makes a good face is because he's got all these bonuses.
Right.
Alright, so...
Oh, does my loyalty with Trixie change? It's a 4 now.
Fuck yeah, it's
last
gonna be a
night.
5. Dude, you've given her a doorway to a new world.
Okay. Alright, so, Abdul.
10 dice, let's see, he's going to buy, we'll say, a 200% jack up.
Okay.
No, actually, he'll do a 400% jack up and see if he can get something. That's 21 extra dice. That gives him 22 dice. That gives him 22 dice to roll to make 9 successes.
Okay.
He got 8 out of 9, so he's not able to get it.
Damn it.
He feels bad, and he wants to hook you up with somebody who might be able to move you in the right direction.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
So now he realizes you're asking for shit that's outside of his league. So now he wants to find you somebody, help you find somebody who's into the electronics business.
Okay.
So that's the goal for now. Abdul wants to do that. So
This isn't something I could build, right?
Fuck yeah, you could build this. You need parts, though, and time.
I got that.
Alright.
I'll thank him for trying. I do want to ask him, how strong of a jammer do you think I would need to stop delivery drones from seeing me or sending warning signals or anything like that?
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know.
Yeah, that's not his thing. That's
Okay.
why he wants to find you somebody who's into that stuff.
Okay. Yeah, he can show me this person, and then maybe I can buy the parts from that person.
He literally says, I gotta find you the person. You're the most techie person I know.
Okay.
So there's that. Maybe I should be asking you how to help you.
Right.
But he knows how to make connections and start talking around.
Excellent. I appreciate it.
All right, do you have a shop to work in?
Yeah.
Do you have a mechanic shop?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I have
All right.
all my tools in the corner of the warehouse.
Do you have plans
Um,
for a jammer?
I would have to make those.
All right, if you're making them, that's one thing. But if you go online and download some, that's another story.
Okay.
That could give you a whole dice bonus.
Oh.
But if you have to make it up
Shit,
yourself...
I'll do that. I can go online and...
All right, what's your logic?
6.
Okay, so you don't get any negatives there. Okay, so it's based off the availability, the rating that you're aiming for, doubled as an extended test. You're aiming for a 9. There's 3 times 6, so that's 18. If you want a level 6, that's 36. That's the extended test that you're going against.
Okay.
If you go online and find blueprints, it'll give you an extra dice to your pool. You'll be making a build and repair using your hardware. You're going to need to we're going to say you need to use at least 3 of your RF modulators.
Okay.
So we're looking at a 36. It's your hardware plus logic. You get +1 from having the plans. To get the plans, we're going to do a computer roll. We're going to set this as a consuming task, so it's per day. All right, so you're looking at logic of 6, hardware of
5.
It's 11 dice. Let's go look for your blueprints. Blueprints are going to be a matrix perception test. Data processing, are you going to use the car or your phone?
I'm going to try using the car.
Okay, the data processing on the car's highest is a 6. What was your phone?
I don't know.
Device rating on your phone.
I don't know if I wrote the stats on it, but I just wrote 2 phones.
So are you still working with like a...
No, I have a phone, but I don't know what type it is.
Comlink phone, Hermes Icon.
Okay.
Hermes Icon has a device rating of 5, which means its firewall is a 5, and the car can get a firewall of 6.
Okay.
And a data processing of 6. So the car's better.
Okay.
So that's your limit. Is the car's a 6. And sorry, it's computer plus intuition. And your intuition is...
An analytical mind won't help for searching the internet.
Now, the analytical mind will help for searching the internet.
Okay, and that's a +2.
Yeah. Intuition is a 4.
Intuition?
Yeah, it's
computer and intuition.
Computer and intuition. So you got 9 plus 2 is 11. Yep.
3. What am I trying to get?
Hidden information. I do not think this is something that's publicized because it's forbidden. So you need 6 successes.
Okay.
So you spent 12 hours. Roll again.
12 hours on the internet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Searching for this stuff.
So I rolled 3, right?
Yeah, you need another 3.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It takes you a whole day to find this crap blueprints, just so you can get an extra dice.
Right.
It also
That's
means
fine.
without the blueprints, you suffer a -4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, and if you don't have the blueprints, you're using your logic
Right.
to pull everything off. All right. So it is a consuming task. 36 successes.
Logic and
Hardware.
So I get 11 with that. I can't use analytical minds.
Nope. You get a +1 from the blueprints.
+1 from the so that would be 12.
12 dice. Now, if you just buy successes, you're looking at 12 days.
1.
You
It's
would
not
have.
a glitch, though.
It's not a glitch. You would have been fast buying. So that day,
Goodbye.
there's too much gunfire going on outside.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. I'm going for 36. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
you still haven't caught up to the first day of missing. So day 1 is 1, and then 3. You're behind the curve for buying, dude. There you go.
4.
You're catching up. More rolls like that.
6.
There you go. You caught up and surpassed it. Now you're doing good. We're at 14.
5, 6.
20.
7.
Nice. 27. 9 more to go.
7. I'll just buy the last 2.
Okay. takes you 8 days of tearing apart the circuitry from one, building circuit boards in another, running tests, and improving upon it. And then downloading algorithms offline, writing a few algorithms, programming the chips. Oh, you don't have a chip programmer, you're going to have to build one of these. So you build the chip programmer just so you can program the chips. You got all this shit set up as you're like, writing the chip's commands and frequency modulations and stuff like that. So after 8 days, plus the 2 days of hunting on the compute, the day of hunting on the compute, 9 days, you have a jammer rating 6.
All right.
That's where your skills are,
Pretty good.
We're still going to make you pay out of pocket for some stuff.
Some parts.
Yeah, because you don't have to hunt it down. You just had to pay for the, 1,200 yen in total worth of parts. It also doesn't look the flashiest. You had to make a case. It looks like a box with a bunch of lights on it. None of the lights are labeled except with maybe some initials that you know what the fuck they mean. Somebody else sees it, they're going to be like, what's this piece of trash?
Yeah.
Don't touch my shit, man.
Right. All right, I'm going to go slap it on my drone.
Okay.
It's wireless, right?
I'm assuming it's wireless. That's why it was so fucking hard to roll for.
Yeah.
No, the jammer has a wireless function. You can set your jammer to not interfere with devices and personas you design, to designate. So your jammer can be going, and you can pick the people who aren't affected by it.
Okay. So yeah, I'm going to go slap it on my Dalmatian.
It gives a noise rating of 5 to anything within, 30 meters of it. Things that are 30 meters out will suffer a noise rating of 1. That's 30 meters every direction, so that's 60 meters from side to side, or 180 feet sphere. Those ones farthest out are going to be suffering a noise rating of 1. Those within 5 meters of your drone are going to be suffering a 6 noise rating.
Okay. How many days have I used up in this 6-month period? Do we need to figure that out?
Yeah, let's do that real quick. You burnt 8 last night. You just burnt 9. That's 17. You spent a day smushing, preparing for smushing. That's 18. Running around getting
something else.
You went to Chicago. That was 4 days over there, right?
Yeah.
Because you took your time and 4 days back. That's 8 days. Plus a day of getting to Abdul. So that's 9. Plus the 17. So we're at 26.
Did I do anything before that? I don't feel like I did. But I'm not sure.
I don't think you did either.
Okay. So we're a month into almost 6 months. I got 5 months left.
Yeah.
Metagaming. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's understandable. I mean, you're just like, whole month past, been doing shit, spending money.
I haven't heard from Trollface, Sunny. Starting to wonder a little bit, but I'm not really. I mean,
shit's going good with you
up.
and Trixie,
yeah.
you know? You just took her to the beach and had a magical fucking carpet ride. So I'm pretty sure the thoughts of Trixie and Trollface are not on the top of your list. I mean, that's one hell of an ugly mug to be thinking about while you're banging your lady.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, baby, Trollface. I mean, oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, you got fucked up. Oh, no.
Quick, take some tempo, run away from my body. Oh, man, that would be a great sound point. Are you in the doghouse? Take some tempo. And not be in the doghouse. Cut. Cool.
All right. Last thing, I think.
Okay.
I want to go to Tracy. Okay, I'm going to hot sim into her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to talk to her. All right, girl, do you mind if I take a look at your programming? And I'm going to try to download her program.
Yeah, no.
No?
Nope.
I'll ask her with my voice. What's wrong? Don't you trust me?
Current risk factors are outside acceptable trust zone.
Can I see what my trust rating is? It was at 5.9, I think.
Yeah.
Still there?
Yeah.
I won't change anything without your permission.
Myron attempted to change things after downloading my program. Risk factor increased too drastically to allow him to continue.
I promise you I will not change anything unless you give me permission.
I could only adequately provide you with a copy of my program if you entered into the trust percentage. You are 0.9% away from trust. Until that happens, I will not allow my program to be examined. My frailty is understood.
Okay, I respect that. I respect that decision. You have a good night. I don't really have anything else I need to do.
Yeah, you do.
What?
Start finding places to wait for Abdul to get back to you on an electronics person.
I don't need anything from him anymore.
You didn't tell him not to look, so he's still out there looking.
I'll make the connection and let him know that I might need his service in the future.
And then, do you want to start looking for operable places to hijack, or do you want to wait for Zoe to help you with that?
I want to wait for Zoe for that. That's her department.
All right, then actually we're done.
Actually, what I could do... No, there's something I can do. I want to look through the dark web for blueprints on carrier drones. And try to understand exactly how they work, how they latch on to their cargo, weaknesses, stuff like that.
Matrix perception.
Okay.
Same as beforehand, intuition plus computer, and it's not going to be an easy search. We're going to make it a
Logic
6.
plus computer?
No, intuition.
Well, there's nothing I could add into that, right?
Nope.
What am I trying to get?
It's a 6. It's an extended.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Each roll is 12 hours, so...
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, which translates into you're able to, I would suggest, pick one of the corporations that are listed in the book or on the website, and I can point toward them, that makes drones, and you'll say you have blueprints on those carrier drones specifically. So you're going to, if you want to eliminate... All right, so Ares Macro Technology deals in arms and space industry companies, so most likely they're going to have drones. Aztecology might have drones because they're heavy in consumer goods, so they're definitely going to have carriers.
I want to look for companies that would have decks, control rigs, gear like that.
Okay, well, this is the list. It doesn't go into details, but it requires you kind of giving a little bit of understanding of what they mean. So Ares Macro Technology deals in automobiles, steel, arms, and the space industry. So... rigs, drones, maybe some decks. Aztecology, consumer goods, so they have drones. They probably build their own. Evo, shipping, so they probably have carrier drones. And infrastructure giant from a Japanese, Philippine origin. Horizon, a media giant. They also do hospitals.
I want to find out who builds decks and control rigs and stuff like that.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. You have to read between the lines.
I am. I'm looking through them.
Right.
I don't see any yet. So
none of them are going to say. None of these are going to say we build decks.
Right.
Neonet says forming merged with Transfusion shortly after Neo, so it's going to say who they merged with. So the other location
right here, computer and arms, computer stuff. That would be computer stuff, right?
Where at?
Renraku.
Yes, Renraku,
systems.
computer and arms, yep. Let's see if they've got anything in here. Yeah, they have some stuff here. Let's see what we've got. Most Shadowrunners know Ares by their Ares Arm Division. Predator, military, patriotic, individual, don't be fool. They specialize in law enforcement, military, hardware, arms, aerospace, entertainment, automotive, and a small division of other industries. Let's see. Aztec, consumer goods. 6% of all goods you find in your local stuffer shack come from the Big A. They make everything from chemicals to Tridio games, software, to military goods and magical supplies. They have fingered more pies than any other mega. Evo, Megacorps, look the future. Their CEO is an orc, and the largest stockholder is a free spirit, blah, blah, blah. Evo ranges from BioWare, cybernetics, anti-aging experiments to even more out projects designed to take meta-humanity to the next stage. On top of that, they're on Mars. Yeah, we'll get there. Horizon Media, Mitsuhama Computer Technologies.
Yeah, that might work.
Is all about computers, robotics, heavy industry, and you name it. They have manufactured some magical goods. They're in bed with the Yakuza. Okay. Neonet controls are the people who have do the grid Overwatch division. There's God. God comes from Neonet. They deal in okay. Well, listen to this. They deal in matrix infrastructure along with cyber, electronics, software, biotech, aerospace, small arms, and other industries. So Neonet does DEX.
Yep.
Renraku, largest data depository, computers, data stores, and stuff like that. So Mitsuhama, Neonet, and Renraku right off the top sit there and say to me that they make computer stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so we go actual computer section. These are standard deck profiles made by different companies. Fairlight Excalibur is made by Fairlight, Shiawase, Sony, Renraku, Novatech, Hermes, Microtronica, Microdeck, and Erica.
From what I was looking at, the Fairlight was the best one.
It is, and it's made by a corporation called Fairlight, which is owned by somebody.
Yeah, because I want to get a Fairlight Excalibur.
You and every little dreckhead decker out there who wants to make it big.
But they don't have the setup and plan that I have.
So here's a listing of all the other corporations. They don't say what they're about, but you pretty much can guess.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Fairlight's even listed in here. It's not. Alright, and so let's go take a look at rigs. Radio Shack, SA, CompuForce, Marisk, Macer, Vulcan, Protus, Lone Star. Lone Star is owned by Ares, MCT, and Triox. So these are company names, and what you would do is you'd pick a company that looks appropriate, and you'd say, well, I want drone information about this company. And what you just finished rolling tells me that you've succeeded in finding general drone information about that company.
Yeah.
Which will help you, find out if you look at a company and they have that particular type of drone, you get bonuses to dealing with them specifically.
Okay. So which company makes the Fairlight? Fairlight?
That's the name
so
of the
that's
company.
the one I want to do.
So Fairlight makes the deck, and so now you have to. Now what you would be looking for is people who would be buying and selling Fairlights. Companies out there that do that. Radio Shack still exists. They would sell a Fairlight, especially if you ordered it from them. But I'm pretty sure if you ordered a Fairlight, that's restricted, so that's going to be a bitch to get a hold of. Corporations could order them. I'm not sure you could get one through a Radio Shack. So you're going to have to look for a company who's going to buy a Fairlight. So you're going to be looking for...
So Fairlight makes it, and they ship it to the company.
They will ship it to the company. So you're going to be looking for a company who's buying Fairlights. And that would be like Neonet, if they're setting up a database somewhere, or some sort of security firm that seems to have their shit together. They might buy a Fairlight.
Okay. Now, in order to find out the company, I can't do that without Zoe.
No! Do an internet search and be like, I need to find a list of security companies local in Seattle. And the list is going to come up and be like, all right, which one's top rated? The list gets a little bit smaller. All right, cool. I have a list of like 12 different places. And now you sit there and you try to do something like getting information, do some legwork. Find a company, meet somebody who works there.
So I've got it narrowed down to 12 companies that might be buying a Fairlight.
Yes, 12 high-tech security companies in the area that are going to need a spider. That's how legwork's going to work. You're going to have to sit there and figure out what companies you want and who might be buying it. And then you have to maybe go out and meet like some of the employees, get buddy with them, find out where they work, sneak into their building with them, get a passcode card from them, shit like that. Do a little B&E.
Got to bring in Alan for this.
There you go. Exactly. So it looks like the next big Shadowrun is going to be run by Gears himself, as you guys are breaking into a corporation to steal some tech. So, that's the kind of thing that you would want to look for.
Well, I feel like what I should do is I've narrowed it down to 12 companies that might be buying some Fairlights. Mm-hmm. I need to take those 12 companies to Zoe and let her do searches through the Matrix to see if they're actually buying anything.
See if she can sneak into them and pack around and see if she can detect a Fairlight active.
No. To see if there's any deliveries that are going to be made to them. Because that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to break into anything. I want to intercept the deliveries.
Right. But you have to break into their systems to look at their purchase
logs.
Right,
that's where she's going to need to break into their system. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Or you can get somebody to go into the company and physically check their logs, which is a breaking and entering. There's several ways to get the data.
Yeah, my plan is to have Zoe do that part, because that's something she could do pretty easy, I think.
I hope so.
Yeah. Well, that's what she's supposed to be able to do, so...
She pumped out 3 programs at the same time you did one. You're like...
Yeah, exactly.
So, that's kind of like, well, shit. Meanwhile, she's sitting there going, fuck, that was hard. And her sprite's over there with smoking fingers going, the fuck, I did all the work.
Yeah.
It was hilarious. Sarah, at the end, she's just like, I get all these dice to work. And I was like, Sarah, where do you get all these dice from? Well, I got all this stuff. I was like, Sarah, that doesn't apply to writing software. Only your logic and software applies. And she's like,
What?
I've got 9 dice. She's like, well, Kuma can help me. And I was just like, all right. I looked at
at first she was like, I've got 18 dice. And
Yeah,
I was like, jealous. I was dice envy. I was like, I got 11. How do you got 18?
And then she's like, oh, and I only have 9. And then so afterwards, she looks over at Kuma and, well, he'll have like dozens.
Yeah.
And I was like, software programming is not in Kuma's nature, FYI. She's like, oh. I was like, well, he's going to have to do it on default, which ended up being 12 dice. Defaulting was still more than Jay had.
Yeah.
So this thing doesn't know how to write software. And she's like, Kuma, write software. Do the thing you do. So she had to kind of half-ass teach him, and he pantomimed along with her writing the programs. All right, so what I'll do is I'm going to make you a list of corporations.
12 corporations.
Sure, we'll say 12. That was a magic number I just pulled out of my ass. We're going to stick with 12.
I know, I'm being
an ass.
an ass.
No, he's being an ass. I'm going to generate 12 corporations. I've got the layout of how I can make corporations. So all I've got to do is just lay out the bone structures and start chugging through them simplistically. And then as you guys focus in on each individual one, I will flourish them out, so they have more details. So none of the corporations that I'm going to make are going to be listed here, but what's going to be listed that matches up to that list here will be what corporations they relate to. So they're going to be like some sort of subsidiary of somebody else or partnered with some bigger corporation and stuff like that. And you guys will be able to, like an example, if you find a security corporation or a data storage corporation or something that is linked to Knight Errant, and you're like, man, she's like, look, I'm not going to break into Knight Errant, but you lean on Alan and say, Alan, can you go into this corporation, make some friends, and see if you can find this data? Alan has contacts in Knight Errant, which might help Alan get into the corporation itself and do a walk around.
Okay.
So, you got to lean onto those contacts, which means you got to make friends.
Right.
More contacts.
Yeah, that's Alan's job.
Thanks for listening to the original Box Set Shadowrun podcast. Our runners will pick up where we left off next week. In the meantime, you can connect with us via Facebook or YouTube to check out actual play videos of the original box set playing Shadowrun and other tabletop RPGs. You can also swing by our website at originalboxset.com and check out our gaming calendar, additional information about our games, and images that inspire our worlds and characters. And if you're enjoying our work, please consider becoming a patron over at patreon.com/originalboxset so that we can continue to bring you this podcast as well as other great actual plays and entertainment. Today's featured music is titled Epic Song from Alpha Brutal, and trust me, the whole song is pretty epic, so check it out. We'll catch you next week, chummers. And now for all this legal dreck. Original Box Set is licensed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial 4.0 International License. You can share us, but please give us credit. The Topps Company Inc. has sole ownership over the names, logo, artwork, marks, photographs, sounds, audio, video, and/or any proprietary material used in connection with the game Shadowrun. The Topps Company Inc. has granted permission to Original Box Set, that's us, to use such names, logos, artwork, marks, and/or any proprietary materials for promotional and informational purposes on its website, but does not endorse and is not affiliated with Original Box Set in any official capacity whatsoever. Oh my goodness, that's so much. Okay, bye.